presentation Tendency Group 2A. Before I start the presentation, I would like to explain to you about our shipments. We are going to ship motorcycles. The size of motorcycle is, the length is 2165 millimeter, the height is 755, while the width of the products is 1185 millimeters. The weight of each motorcycle is 190 kg. The total quantity of all motorcycle is 1000. The destination of origin of the motorcycle is Shenzhen, China, while the final destination is New York, USA. There are very few transportation modes available for the motorcycles to ship to USA, as due to their oversize in large quantity. The available mode of transport is sea and air transport only. Air transport it's can result in higher landed costs and higher final selling cost of the product, as the product is very large and have large quantity as well. The appropriate mode of transport is sea transport, as the motorcycles are non-perishable cargo and they are not easy to damage as well. Sea transport, it's easy to ship as well, and while the charges can be very low as well, and it can accommodate oversized cargo as well. The disadvantage is that it takes longer time and the risk of theft is higher compared to air transport. There are several service providers which provide the service from China to USA. The major shipping companies are Evergreen, CMA, and Costco Shipping Limited. The selection of the carrier was done on the base of selling trips in every duration of the trip. Evergreen provides seven sailing trips between the month of December 2018 and January 2019, with average duration is 35 to 39 days. Costco Shipping Limited provides 7 sailing trips between the month of December and January 2019, while the average transit time of the shipment is 30 to 36 days. CMA provides 3 scheduled trips only in December and January 2019, while the average shipping days are 32 to 36. Therefore, by considering their average shipping days in sailing trips, we can find out that Costco Shipping Limited is the best option, with more trips to USA and less average transportation days as well.
So for routes of the origin to the port, which is the Yantian Industrial Park, to the port of Shenzhen, we will choose the land as a mode of transportation. The distance between these two places are 50 kilometers. Our possible carriers will be the triple-decker motorcycle carriers, and the route will from the Tainan Industrial Park and then to the Yantian Harbor, which is located in the Yantian district, and this is the port of Shenzhen. So for transit time, the transit time will in around 50 minutes per run. Since we have more than 120 motorcycles can be carried by one truck, and after our calculation, there are 9 runs needed from the city to the port. So as you see, Tainan Industrial Park is located in the west part of Shenzhen, and the port of Shenzhen is located in the east part of the city. So we have choose the smoothest roads which can avoid the traffic in the CBD, and in order to reduce the time of transition. For this, the road set of the track is passed through the top of Shenzhen instead of across the Shenzhen. We have chosen sea transport as the mode in the port-to-port move. So from the Shenzhen port to the New York port, the distance will be 13,020 nautical miles, and the possible carrier will be container ship or the combination ship, and we will use the FCL shipment. So as you see in the map, our route will start from the port of Yantian, which in the Shenzhen, China, and then to the South China Sea, Andaman Sea, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, Gulf of Aden, Red Sea, and then through the Suez Canal to the Mediterranean Sea, Gibraltar, North Atlantic Ocean, and then finally to the port of New York. We will choose the land as a mode of the transport from the port of New York to the auto market in the Jamaica district. The distance between these 2 points is 15.7 miles. The possible carriers will also be the triple decker motorcycle carrier. The routes will from the port of New York to the auto market INC in the Jamaican district. The total transit time will be around 25 minutes. There are also 9 runs need from the port to a destination. As you see in the map, the road will from the Redcoat Terminal to Brooklyn Heights, Williamsburg, Greenpoint, Mass Perth, and then through the 495 highway to the Forest Hill, and finally to the Jamaica district, which is the auto market located. For land transportation costs in China, from the Tianan Industrial Park to Shenzhen Yantian Port, there will be $277 per run, and the handling charge will be $70 per motorcycle. Since 9 run is needed, so the total cost will be around in $70,000. For land transportation costs in China, from the Tianan Industrial Park to Shenzhen Yantian Port, there will be $277 per run, and the handling charge will be $70 per motorcycle. Since 9 run is needed, so the total cost will be around in $70,000. In the sea transport cost, we have choose the FCL shipment from Shenzhen Yantian Port to New York Port, and the cost will be $10,500 per container. In the whole shipment, we need 67 containers, so the total cost will be $100,500. In the potential problems of land transport, busy traffic in the city and car accident may create the traffic congestion, and which lead to a delay, and the traffic collision, which the cargo being damaged by hit of car may also lead to the loss.
For the sea transport, one of the problems will be the bad weather conditions, and this will lead to the route divert and cause delay. For the other problems like wave damage, ship movement, water damage, and jettisons, and this will lead to the possibility to loss of the container. As the transport are done by human will have the human error, and this may lead to the problems like collision of ship and careless on loading and unloading cargo will both lead to a delay and damage of the cargo. Finally is the high usage of the canal and the port, as there is a busy traffic of this kind of usage, so this may lead to a delay of our shipment. For the documentation requirements, first is a commercial document, and this required a quotation, sales contract, pro forma invoice, commercial invoice, package leads, insurance policy, and inspection certificate. Also, we need a transport document, for example, shipping order, dock receipt, bill of lading, CLA bill, shipping guaranteed, and packing lease. In order to process the customs, it required a customs clearance, including export and import. First is the export from China, and it required a license and export declaration. And second, importing to United States, and it need a importer secured filing, which have 12 documents, like bill of lading, commercial invoice, certificate of origin. And finally, talking about the insurance, as we are going to transport some valuable goods, so a insurance can be minimize the risk and transfer the risk to insurance company, and also preventing loss by the transport problems. We are going to have the cargo insurance and inland transit insurance, and the insurance will be included in case of like fire, explosion, collision, jettisons, thief, contamination, or fresh and water damage. And that's all from our presentation. Thank you.